So you want to start your own practice? Yes, I'm tired of the firm I am working for. You have the reputation as one of the best practitioners in town, and so I am seeking your wise counsel and would appreciate some honest advice because I would like to have my own practice like you do. So where else have you worked besides your current firm? I got this job with the firm straight out of law school. Wow, that's very impressive. Only about 5% of law school graduates actually get a job in the field of law straight out of law school. But now you feel you need to find something else besides the firm? Yes. So, is the firm you are working for hinting about layoffs, or are you afraid they are going to fire you? No, they are actually looking to hire more attorneys. And, fire me? No, I am one of the best attorneys they have, and they have told me I am on a partnership track, but it could take another 8 to 10 years. Wait, you are on a partnership track but think another 8 to 10 years is too long? Yes, I'm a great lawyer and should have already been offered a partnership. They don't appreciate what a great lawyer I am and all the things I have done for the firm. So, I take it you have won some pretty big cases for the firm. Would I have heard about any of them? Well, I have been at the firm almost 2 years, but I haven't got to argue a case at trial yet, but I have done several depositions, and that is another reason I want my own practice so I can argue cases in court. You do realize that I haven't been to a civil trial or felony criminal trial in over 2 years. The only cases I actually argue in front of a judge are family law or misdemeanor criminal cases, both of which are like walking into a living hell on earth. The rest of the time I spend all day long staring at a computer screen, being constantly interrupted by my clients or meeting new clients and trying to convince them to hire me. Normally my day is just another special day in hell. Also, it can be pretty tough starting your own firm. When I first started my practice, I lived with my parents and drove one of their cars when I had to go to court. Well, I already have my own house I am buying, and I lease a Lexus, and my girlfriend lives with me. So what does your girlfriend do? She must have a great job too. She never completed college. She dropped out to concentrate on volunteer work because we both feel volunteer work is important, and I am proud she is giving back to society. She is also very active in the country club, and we just found out she is pregnant with twins and she wants to stay home with the children. One of the other things I struggled with when I first started was keeping my student loans paid. Do you have any student loans? Yes, but I have got them down to $150,000. And once I have my own practice, I should have them paid off in no time. Plus, I am tired of working 50 to 60 hours a week. I want to start enjoying life, and my girlfriend is complaining I don't spend enough time with her. Really, you're joking, right? Do you realize that I work 80 hours a week in the office, and even then I take work home? I have to put in that many hours just to make enough to pay for a crappy apartment and make the monthly payments on my crappy car, pay my student debt, pay my malpractice insurance, and keep the office open. Oh yeah, also the child support, because one day I realized my wife and children had moved out when I got served divorce papers. Thank God I only have one more student loan payment. Maybe I'll be able to buy decent food every month now. And better booze. At night I have to drink just to wash the taste of hell out of my mouth. Also, I want out of the firm because one of the partners I have to deal with is kinda an asshole and kinda demanding, and just last week he emailed me and criticized a term I wrote for a contract and asked me to rewrite it. Are you on some kind of medication or high right now? Only one of the partners is kinda an asshole and kinda demanding? I have at least 10 clients who are real assholes and who will call me and demand that I do this or that, even though it will destroy the case, or they call and demand I do something unethical, and when I refuse, they cuss me out and then fire me, get another lawyer, and refuse to pay the bill. And if I try and sue them to get my money, they will just file a bar complaint against me. The only medication I take is amphetamines that are prescribed by my nurse practitioner for ADHD. But, back to my own firm, at least I will be my own boss. You really did go to law school, right? Because right now I'm beginning to think you are a moron. Every one of my clients is my boss and I have to listen to how I'm not doing my job, that I am the cause of all their problems and I am overcharging them. And I always have to worry which one will be the next to do a bar complaint, that even though it is groundless will eat up 2 days of my time answering it. I also have to listen to all of their problems and they expect to be able to talk to me at any hour of the day or night. I will set limits with my clients and they will respect me. Are you crazy? They will hunt you down like a mad dog, and then even if you win their case they will say you didn't communicate with them, file a bar complaint and tell everyone what a crappy attorney you are. Clients are idiots. If they weren't idiots they wouldn't need an attorney. That's what makes me such a great attorney, because I am smarter than everyone else. I am going to go into personal injury and make a lot of money and my clients will love me and thank me when they get a check. Really? Really? What planet are you from? Ever since lawyers were allowed to advertise, all the big personal injury firms have taken over. I had a pro bono client who I represented in family court for 2 years and finally won her case. But later when she got run over by a semi and paralyzed, one of the TV lawyer firms signed her up while she was in the emergency room. Plus, because of the TV lawyers, the insurance companies got tired of just paying out to avoid litigation, so now they will bury you in discovery with hide, hinder and delay in every case no matter how big or small. And, as to your clients, most of them will cuss you out because even after they signed a contingency fee agreement and agreed to the settlement, they will bitch that the settlement is too low and you are taking too much out of the settlement, and then file a bar complaint. But, all I need is just one big case and I can retire. There is a hidden camera in here, right? Have you never heard of tort reform? Plus if you do get a really big case you won't have the time to work it or be able to afford it, because you will still need to take in and do divorces, child custody, DUIs, and anything else you can bring into the office to make $1, so that you can pay for your crappy apartment and crappy car, crushing student loans, malpractice insurance, child support, and pay for your office. Oh, and don't forget your legal assistant who expects to get paid every 2 weeks, and who lives in a nicer place than you do. So if that big case does walk into your office by some miracle, you will just have to refer it off to a large firm. I know it takes a little time to build a practice, but because I am a great attorney, word will spread and I will quickly develop a big practice with good high-paying clients, and I will develop a war chest and hire assistants who will do most of the work for me. Either this is some kind of reality TV show or you are truly batshit crazy. When I first opened my office, I had an old lawyer tell me it takes 13 years to build a good practice. He lied. I'm had my own practice going on 20 years and still working on it. And as to your assistants, you will still have to read everything they produce including any emails they send, because when they go rogue, and they will go rogue, you will be held directly responsible by the bar if they do anything unethical in your name, even if you didn't know about it. My practice will be different. You haven't listened to a word I have said. You are on a partnership track, only work 50 to 60 hours a week, and get a steady paycheck. The only reason I started my own firm is because I couldn't find a job, when I got out of law school. Something is seriously wrong with you, you need serious professional help. To be honest, I think you are old and burnt out and probably were never a very good lawyer to start with. I am a great lawyer and I will have a law practice that is successful, hire good people and have time for my family and myself and make a lot of money. I may be unhappy as a lawyer at the firm now, but I will be happy once I have my own practice. For God's sake, please listen to me. You have already made the biggest mistake of your life by going to law school. Don't make it worse. If you are really that unhappy at the firm, don't hang a shingle. Become a used car salesman. You will make more money and have more respect in the community, or get a 9-to-5 job even if it is at Walmart, because in 10 years you will be making more money there and at least you will have a retirement. And, maybe you can also avoid becoming a drunk or hooked on drugs. You are still young and have a chance. I don't believe in God, I control my own destiny. and I am offended you would even suggest I would become a drunk or get hooked on drugs. I have never taken drugs in my entire life, and the only time I drink is at night so I can relax and go to sleep. Those other jobs are for the uneducated.
Well, I really hope I have at least given you something to think about.
Yes, you have been very helpful. I now realize that all lawyers over 40 are burnt out and old, and the law schools back then were shit. I have graduated law school and passed the bar and know everything I need to know.
Well, I guess all I can do now is wish you lots of luck in whatever direction you decide to take your career.
I must tell you, when I get back to the office I will have to review the ethics rules and determine if I have a duty to report you for bringing disrepute on the practice of law and mallening an officer of the court, and then make a decision of if I need to do a bar complaint on you.